again, everyone. Vanessa Kelman here. I am going to be sharing another story behind the story today. And today we will be covering my second book, Accepting Fate. Okay, so Accepting Fate was largely written for something called NaNoWriMo. Now, NaNoWriMo, from what I understand, will no longer be existing, but it did stand for National Novel Writing Month, and it took place every November. And the challenge was to write 50,000 words in 1 month. So 50,000 words is technically a novel, though most novels are much longer than that. So, anyway, I had a novel and with Chasing Fate, and I decided that it was time to write another book, right? So let's keep it going. So I had more stories in me. We needed to find out what would happen to one of the side characters from Chasing Fate, Mary. So I decided that was going to be the story for my NaNoWriMo Challenge project. I was going to write about Mary's story. So, month started out okay. I was still at that job that wasn't a fan of and had a lot of downtime. So I started just like I did with my first book, and it was slow going. Not sure if I wasn't motivated or if life just got in the way, but it just wasn't happening. About halfway through the month, I was ready to throw in the towel. I had less than 15,000 words, so not even a third of the way there. And I had a long way to go, and I just wasn't feeling very confident. So my husband at the time encouraged me to keep going. And he said I still had time and I could reach my goal if I really tried, so I stuck with it. I wrote a decent amount in the last couple of weeks of November, but when the last day came around, I was still several thousand words away. At that point, though, I was determined. I mean, I'd gotten this far, right? So I really wanted to win. There are no prizes for completing the challenge. It was really just more of a satisfaction and knowing that I could do it. So, hunkered down, typed as fast as my little fingers could take me. I'm a pretty fast typer. So, the manuscript needed to be uploaded before midnight on November 30th. So, the site could verify that you'd met the goal, and that was the deadline. Okay, that's the challenge. You have to meet 50,000 words by then. Okay, I work really well on a deadline. I could do this. So, midnight crept closer and closer, and I just kept writing. I remember thinking, I have no idea if this is any good. I doesn't matter. I just have to keep going. I just had to write. So my fingers just flew over the keyboard. No idea what I was even writing. Just the first thing that came to mind, just ran with it. Editing was for December and January, and I could figure it out later. Okay, just needed to get it down, and I did. For at least the last hour, I was typing 1,000 words every 15 minutes. I have never written this fast. I had no idea if it was any good. My brain was just running a million miles an hour, and the dialogue was my friend. I was fast and furious. I was just two characters were discussing a big curveball that they'd just been given. I was letting it all out, right? Whatever came to mind, that's what was happening. I uploaded the document with about 30 seconds to spare. And the novel was far from finished, but I hit that 50,000 word goal. And when it came time to finish and edit the book, I was actually pleasantly surprised that most of what I had been writing in that fast and furious chaos actually was pretty good. So most of it actually stayed in the book, and it gave me the momentum to keep going and to finish it. And I ended up publishing it less than a year later. So, a little dramatic, a bit more dramatic than Chasing Fate's story. But I was excited to finish that and happy to see where Mary's journey took her. So, if you want to pick up that book and see how that dramatic story played out, pick up Accepting Fate. Next time, we'll touch base with the third book in the Fate trilogy, Tempting Fate. So be sure to check that out. I'll talk to you then. Bye.